My mind changed completely. I don't know how many of you guys knew about my story. I'll give the very, very short version of this. But basically what started off my journey back in 2015 was I had a really bad injury in my back. And I was just dealing with pain all the time. Lower part of my back, right side, it was really bad. I couldn't stand, sit, or lay down without pain. And I was dealing with it for about 9 months. And then in the course of 6 hours, disappeared. And I couldn't do anything about it before that for 9 months. And I've tried everything. I've injured myself plenty of times, too many times to count, because I've been working out and bodybuilding for such a long time. So I just used to injure myself all the time. But I couldn't fix this injury. I know how to fix everything, and I blew out my back plenty of times. And this one couldn't heal, and I healed it in 6 hours. And that's what actually started me on this journey to find out more about our mind and energy and everything. Because when I healed it, I didn't do anything. Nothing that normal medical science would, agree with as, medicine or procedure of any sort. I basically was able to identify what was happening in my mind, my sense of self, and I was able to let it go. You realize that everything I said in my mind was just a story, and that the idea of me and my life and who I am and what I'm about and all my fears and worries were literally just made up. And I came to that realization over a course of 6 hours. And then as I was realizing this, my pain started to decrease. And at the end of the 6 hours, it was gone completely. And not just that, everything else changed as well. My body became light, everything opened up, my mind changed completely. And so that's what started this. And so that's what allowed me to know there is a way that we can change, that it's not given on just amount of time. It doesn't mean that we have to take this amount of time to heal or to change. Mine happened in hours, something that I couldn't get rid of for that long. And so that made me realize I needed to understand what's going on. What's the base? How did that actually happen? It started to make me think about all of the miracles I would hear about, the type of stuff to where somebody touches another forehead and then suddenly the person gets up and starts walking from a wheelchair of 10, 15 years, that type of stuff. And I started to think about the miracles, and I started to realize that they were happening. And that's what happens, all of us, because we don't understand it. We just say, oh, that's either bogus, it's fake, or, we just brush it off. But that's what got me to really dive in, because it happened to me. And so I didn't need someone to convince me. I was convinced because it happened to me. And then from there, I just had to figure out what happened. And then from there, that started off this whole journey.